I never thought giving my wife space would lead to such a surprising reaction. At first, I assumed it would help our relationship breathe, that she just needed a little time to herself. But what I discovered left me questioning everything. It all started a few months ago. Jake and Sarah had been married for 8 years, and while they loved each other, something had changed. The laughter that once filled their home was replaced by quiet sighs and distant glances. Jake noticed Sarah had become withdrawn, spending more time on her phone, staying up late, and avoiding deep conversations. When he asked her what was wrong, she always responded with the same phrase, "I'm just tired." Jake wanted to believe her, but his gut told him something was off. He worried that maybe he was the problem. Had he done something to push her away? Was their marriage losing its spark? One evening, after another silent dinner, Jake decided to talk to his best friend, Mike. Mike had been married for 15 years and always seemed to have good advice. "Give her space, man," Mike said, sipping his beer. "Sometimes women just need time to figure things out. The more you push, the more she'll pull away. Let her come to you." Jake wasn't sure that was the right approach, but he was willing to try anything. That night, instead of asking Sarah what was wrong or trying to start a conversation, he simply told her he was going to bed early. To his surprise, she barely acknowledged him. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering if he had already lost her. For the next few weeks, Jake made a conscious effort to step back. He stopped asking questions. He gave her space. If she wanted to talk, he let her start the conversation. If she wanted to go out with friends, he encouraged it. He even took up jogging to clear his mind. At first, it felt unnatural, like he was giving up on his marriage. But then something unexpected happened. Sarah began to seek him out. At first, it was small things. She would text him during the day, asking how his work was going. She started sitting next to him on the couch again, instead of across the room. One night, she even asked if he wanted to go for a walk. It wasn't much, but it was something. Jake realized that by giving her space, he had allowed her to miss him. Then one evening, Sarah broke down. They were sitting in the living room when she suddenly burst into tears. Jake immediately moved closer, his heart pounding. "Sarah, what's wrong?" She shook her head, covering her face with her hands. "I don't know how to explain it. I just feel lost. Like I don't know who I am anymore." Jake was stunned. He had expected a confession about another man, maybe even a desire to leave. But this was something different. "What do you mean?" She took a deep breath and looked at him, her eyes filled with a sadness he hadn't seen before. "For so long, I've been trying to be everything for everyone. A good wife, a good daughter, a good friend. But somewhere along the way, I forgot about myself. And I didn't know how to talk about it, so I just pulled away." Relief and understanding washed over Jake. He reached for her hand, squeezing it gently. "Sarah, you don't have to go through this alone. I'm here. We can figure it out together." From that night on, things slowly started to change. Sarah began opening up more, sharing her thoughts and feelings instead of shutting down. Jake made an effort to listen without trying to fix everything. They even started going on regular date nights, rekindling the love that had once come so easily. Looking back, Jake realized that giving his wife space wasn't about ignoring her or pretending not to care. It was about showing her that he trusted her to come back when she was ready. It was about patience and love. And most importantly, it was about understanding that sometimes the best way to hold on to someone is to let them breathe. Their marriage wasn't perfect, but it was stronger. And in the end, that was all that really mattered.